The story of Churchill and how he helped shape the modern royal family is told in Andrew Morton's new Winston and the Windsors, out on October 21st. Winston Churchill had a consummate politician's way of juggling allegiance to the different monarchs he served. Churchill, who was Prime Minister of the United Kingdom twice, most famously from 1940 to 1944 during World War II, was also a senior member of Parliament and close to members of the royal family for years beforehand. With the abdication crisis that saw King Edward VIII give up the throne in 1936 so that he could marry the twice-divorced Wallis Simpson, Churchill found himself a new master in Edward's brother, Bertie, who became King George VI when his reign began. Then came the Second World War, which saw Churchill become the UK's political leader at its most testing time. Andrew Morton, whose latest book Winston and the Windsors charts the formidable Churchill's working relationship with the royal family for several decades, says one thing shone through, enabling him to concentrate on the institution rather than the person. His lodestar was the monarchy. He'd been a good friend of Edward VIII, an advisor as a young man. He taught him how to give a good speech, Morton tells people. He advised him on all kinds of matters of protocol, and Churchill very much looked up to by Edward VIII. Churchill virtually sacrificed his career by promoting his cause in Parliament, and he was howled down by fellow members of Parliament. Then the royal author says he had to adjust. But when George VI reluctantly took over, and he pledged his allegiance to the new king, and the relationship between him and Edward shifted. It shifted because he was no longer king. He was a Duke of Windsor. Morton assesses this political and royal insider's tactics and actions through often turbulent times in the book, and believes his bond with the Windsors was closer than anyone's. There have been lots of politicians who have advised a single reign, but no politician or statesman has ever been like Churchill advised and been an integral part of a dynasty, he says. He adds, he was taken under the wing of Edward VII. He had a long, sparky relationship with George V. He had a long, sparky relationship with George V. His friendship with Edward VIII nearly cost him his career, and a bromance with George VI.